Shalom, brothers and sisters. Today we're about to continue the reading of Mark chapter 3. Let's begin at verse 13. The 12 Apostles. Then Jesus went up into the hill country and called those he wanted, and they came to him. He appointed 12 to be with him, and he called them apostles. He wanted to send them out to preach, and he gave them authority to drive out demons. These are the 12. Simon, to whom he gave the name Peter, James, son of Zebedee, and John his brother, to whom he gave the name Boanerges, which means men of thunder, Andrew, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, son of Alphaeus, Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanian, and Judas Iscariot, the one who betrayed him. The sin against the Spirit. They went home. The crowd began to gather again, and they couldn't even have a meal. Knowing what was happening, his relatives came to take charge of him. "He is out of his mind," they said. Meanwhile, the teachers of the law, who had come from Jerusalem, said, "He is in the power of Beelzebul, the chief of the demons, helps him to drive out demons." Jesus called them to him and began teaching them by means of stories or parables. How can Satan drive out Satan? If a nation is divided by civil war, that nation cannot stand. If a family divides itself into groups, that family will not survive. In the same way, if Satan has risen against himself and is divided, he will not stand. He is finished. No one can break into the house of a strong man in order to plunder his goods unless he first ties up the strong man. Then indeed he can plunder his house. Truly I say to you, all sins and all blasphemies that people utter will be forgiven them. But whoever slanders the Holy Spirit will never be forgiven. He carries the guilt of his sin forever. This was their sin when they said, "He has an unclean spirit in him." Jesus' true family. Then his mother and his brothers came. As they stood outside, they sent someone to call him. The crowd sitting around Jesus told him, "Your mother and your brothers are outside asking for you." He replied, "Who are my mother and my brothers?" And looking around at those who sat there, he said, "Here are my mother and my brothers. Whoever does the will of God is brother and sister and mother to me." So that's all for now. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Bye.